Hi everyone, myself I'm Harshita S. I'm currently pursuing my 7th SEM in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. So my today's topic is about the energy and environment. So in energy and environment, we are studying about the economic analysis. So we'll see what is economic analysis in investments. So the economic analysis will involve the accessing and examining the topics or issues from an economist perspective. So economic analysis is the study of economic systems. It may also be a study of a production process or an industry. The analysis aims to determine how effectively the economy or something within it is operating. So, for example, an economic analysis of a company mainly focuses on how much profit it will be making. So, the general approach to economic analysis of project will be presented, including the basic notations of the cost benefit analysis in the context of a project analysis. So, the systematic and the consistent estimation and application of shadow prices is also needed, and suggestions are made for incorporating the distributional effects as well as the customary efficiency components into the shadow prices. So social rates of return can then be calculated taking into account what all the distribution impact of various projects has been done as an aspect that is ignored in the usual economic rates of return as derived from efficiency prices. So the shadow prices are derived to reflect a wide range of economic conditions and value judgments concerning basic policy objectives pertaining to growth and distribution. So basically, after knowing the economical analysis, we'll also know what are the four types of economical analysis. So the types of economic analysis are the economic impact analysis, that is, it is in the form of two programmatic cost analysis, and next is the benefit cost analysis and the cost effective analysis. So what we'll see what is an example of the economic analysis in brief. So the example of economic analysis is nothing but an employee's decisions to hire a new worker. So the employer must determine the magisterial benefit of hiring the additional worker as well as the marginal cost. So this is one of the example of economic analysis. So the same thing has been implemented in this particular PPT. Next is we'll see what are the applications that is being used in the economic analysis. So the applications of economical analysis include the use of cost benefit analysis to assess whether proposed projects or activities have net benefits for the society, and to quantify externalities associated with proposed projects and activities, and to compare the project alternatives. So these are the basic information that we need to analyze in the form of economics. So this is a simple diagram that shows the graph of the economic analysis and how the economic analyst will prefer to represent his information. So there's another block diagram of how the economic analysis will be represented and what are the criteria that has to be considered when the economic analysis will study about the economic analysis. So before that, we'll see what are the economic pillars. So what are the pillars for economical analysis are? So there are 5 pillars that will suggest the good economic analysis. That is nothing but one is the health, the second one is the education, and the third one is the education, and the third one is the environmental quality and recreation. Then it is social and cultural amenities, and then information is the fifth criteria. So these are the 5 pillars that will really decide what is the best economic analysis that an economic analyst can really suggest for. Now we'll also see the 5 stages and how these social and environmental impact indicators will affect the economical analysis. So first we have the economy that will be giving to the energy demand. So this energy demand will lead to the energy scarcity, and it will finally give to the availability of the energy. So this energy availability will be given to the proper supply, and then it will be given to the energy replacement, and then it will be given for the energy intensities. So next it will be connected to the this economy will also be connected to the water, the okay It will also be connected to the water for the demand of water, and this consumption can also be given to the land use and the climate and energy and infrastructures, minerals. So these all are the criteria and the factors that will basically impact for a good economical analysis. So next, what are the other things that will actually contribute, and what will really define as the economical analysis is? So the Renewable Energy Directive derives the European countries to enhancement of independent energy systems and self-consumption users such as renewable energy communities, and the recent directives about the energy communities represent a development of previous ones about the energy sharing systems defined in the early 2000s. So in this regard of work, the past and current directives about the energy that is sharing have been investigated by considering the technical and management aspects. So the social, the economic, the technical aspects of renewable energy communities have defined in order to show the advantage of them and their upgrade with respect to previous energy sharing directives. In addition, a case study has been considered by using an energy environmental and economical analysis in a multi-purpose energy community by considering the three different configurations for end users and simple users, energy close sharing system, and energy community. And the energy community loads and energy conservation systems has been modeled and simulated by using a commercial software. So here there is an other flowchart of how this actually work and what are the steps that have been taken. So before going to that, we'll see what are the advantages of economical analysis. So basically, it really helps in a good decision of economic development, and it helps the charities and their funders compares the value of the impact created by the social intervention with the cost of creating it. So what is this main purpose of creating economic analysis? So before we do any product or finishing or anything, we need to know what is the purpose of doing it. So the main purpose of economic analysis is it essentially entails the evaluation of the cost and the benefits. And it starts by ranking projects based on economic viability to aid better allocation of resources. And it also aims at analyzing the welfare impact of a project. So the main features of this economic analysis are it helps in conducting an in-depth study of various processes such as production, consumption, consumer behavior, natural income, and the employment and others. So now we'll see what are the steps that have been included in this economic analysis after knowing what are these advantages and etc. So step 1, we use the energy policy analysis. The step 2 is details and limits of the Vandergrid directive. And step 3 is the new directives and applications. And step 4 is the suggestions for the policymakers. So these all will be shared by the energy economic contract and price, and it will be given to the SUE and REC. So this will be given to the collaborative governance as solutions and economic and technical barriers and the social impact. So due to the growing reduction of fossil fuels, and on the other hand, the emission of pollution due to the use of these fuels, the renewable energy is a very good alternative to produce the required energy. So in the meantime, wind and solar energy are also important due to the simple technology and production of energy with high capacities. To make the best use of the renewable energy, the first step is to measure the potential of the studied areas using the analytic hierarchy process method. And to do this, economically influenced variables and environmental variables, regional variables for the utilization of renewable energy were studied in 8 cities of arable provenance. The combined system of photovoltaic cell with the wind turbine in arable city makes it the most prone area in the provenance in the return investment of 2.61 year. So there is the statistics of how this energy has been supplied. So we are going to see the components. What are the components that has been used? And the description of the components. And what is the amount of mass that we are using. And embedded energy, the embedded energy content in mg, and embedded carbon emissions in index, and the embedded carbon emissions content. So these are the flow diagrams. I mean, this is a simple chart of how the components has been allocated with the description, mass, carbon, and energy levels. So these are the source years, that is 2019, 20, 20 the 27, 28, 29, 30. So in the source years, the purpose of study for economic analysis has been started and it has been increased. And so in 2019, we can see that the off-grid renewable energy system for rural healthcare centers and a case study in Nigeria. And we have the analysis and method use, that is nothing but the Homer software. And next we have the optimal hybrid renewable off-grid energy system model that supplies a typical rural healthcare center across the 6 regions in Nigeria. Next, we have in 2020, that is the optimization of cost of smart grid, a case study of Kuch, Gujarat using Homer software, and the economical method to reduce the cost of an area by using the green energy technology. Next is the optimal in 2020, that is in the 29th source year, the optimal operational strategy of hybrid renewable energy system using an Homer was done. And next was feasibility analysis of solar, photovoltaic, wind hybrid energy system for household applications. So these are the modulations that has been taken, and the purpose of study has been increased every year for betterment of the results. Thank you.